Good morning and welcome to the MERI Space Club Daily Space Bulletin. Today is Tuesday, 3rd March 2026. In mythology, Tuesday is ruled by the planet Mars, known as Mangal in Vedic astrology, symbolizing strength, courage and action. In Hindu tradition, Tuesday is dedicated to Hanuman, the powerful devotee of Lord Ram. Now, here are today's top development in space. Starting with national updates. Today is a major total lunar eclipse. A blood moon total lunar eclipse is occurring where the Earth moves directly between the Sun and the Moon, causing the Moon to take an deep reddish hue. It happens when the Moon is fully in Earth's shadow and lasts for approximately 58 minutes. A New Glenn rocket is scheduled to launch the AST Space Mobile Bluebird satellite. As we heard yesterday, Indian Space Research Organization has been working on its human spaceflight Gaganyaan program, with its first unmanned test flight scheduled for March 2026 to prepare for future crewed missions. The Indian government recently formed a panel to investigate failures in some PSLV launches, an important development in India's space launch strategy. India's space community, including ISRO and academic institutions, constitute to push advertisements in satellite technology and sky observations. ISRO researchers used high-resolution satellite imagery to conclude that a collapsed ice patch triggered last year's devastating flash flood in Uttarakhand's Dharali village, a climate-related space application study. That was the latest from India's space sector. Moving to international developments. NASA has announced a shift in the Artemis program, with Artemis 3 focusing on technology tests, a low Earth orbit rather than a surface landing, postponing the next human moon landing to 2028. NASA Artemis 2 rocket is currently preparing for its mission, with the recent activity involving the rocket moving to the launch pad. The Japanese HTV X-1 uncrewed cargo vehicle, which recently resupplied the International Space Station, is scheduled to undock on 6 March, making the end of its first successful mission, delivering supplies and experiments for astronauts on board. This is part of ongoing international cooperation at the ISS. The spectacular total lunar eclipse, often called a blood moon, is happening tonight and will be visible in many regions around the world, including parts of Asia, Australia and Americas. It's expected to be the last total lunar eclipse until late 2028, making it a rare and exciting event for global sky watchers. Astronomy groups are highlighting the March sky for stargazers. Besides the blood moon, the so-called lavender moon and winter constellations near Leo will be prominent this month, offering great viewing opportunities before spring takes over the northern skies. Guides are circulating in the US offering local timing and viewing tips for the eclipse early on 3rd March, including best practices for sky watchers in cities like Atlanta, emphasizing that clear skies will be the blood moon easier to see space science sites are publishing practical advices on what equipments you might need tonight to enjoy the lunar eclipse, from naked eye viewing to simple binoculars or telescope for sharper view. And that concludes today's Space Bulletin. This is Ashveen Bedi signing off for the day. Stay tuned for the latest updates.